Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with your ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Happy Monday. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Coming off of a nice Father's Day weekend. Lots of good stuff going on. Had good times with the family. Did a little bit of golfing on Saturday. I haven't been golfing in a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you go golf?
Real nice. Where my daughter works.
Oh,
she works
that's right.
at a country
yeah.
club, and during the summer, there's not a lot of people there because they have, those real rich, fancy people.
The
that golf there.
members.
Yeah, they're all gone.
Okay.
So there was maybe I saw 2 other groups out there golfing.
Wow.
That was it. The entire time we were out there. So it was nice. It's a nice little par 3, Virginia. I mean, they're short holes.
Ah.
Yeah. So it was kind of good. It was fun. I hadn't done that. I was like, man, I kind of miss golf. I remember way back in the day, I was like, I'm going to do one of 2 things. Either really start working out harder, or I'm going to start golfing and getting serious. And I chose the working out.
Okay.
Did
you make the right move?
I did. Because golf, it's very time consuming. It's very expensive. And the other problem I have too, I'm so competitive. I hate to do anything. It's sucky. And so I would have gotten way too into it, and it would have cost way more money than I should have ever spent. And not to mention too, my daughter got into softball not long after that. That would have, wrecked any time I would have had to play golf. So it worked out okay. But I still, getting back out there, I was like, it's fun. It can be okay, but I'm one of those people, I can't play a whole 18 holes. To me, 9 is enough.
These
That's
fuckers
it.
would do.
9 is plenty.
When I worked at the fancy ass golf course, they would go in at 7 a.m. and they would play 2 fucking rounds of golf all day.
2?
Oh yeah, there were guys that would play 2 rounds of golf.
Oh
and
And
that's
looking
it,
for
yeah.
a third. Like there's only so many hours in a day.
Yeah, they can't get enough of it, and I'm not even close to that level. And to be really good, I think, and compete, you have to have that kind of love and passion for it.
Oh, it'd be 7:30 at night during the summertime, and it's still kind of light out, and you're like, fucking Mr. Cleghorn is still on the range,
Right, yeah.
hitting balls. He tells me he can't go home yet because he's rich and better than me.
And he hates his wife.
Clearly.
They're just in a different.
Mrs. Cleghorn was a beast.
Mrs. Cleghorn, she was fucking out there playing golf too.
Can't be good. So I did that. Virginia, I know you had some fun things this weekend. Went out with the ladies.
Yeah, that was Friday night. Went for my girl's birthday.
Okay.
And then Saturday did some stuff with the kids, running around. And I had a little Smiles Moms thing.
Okay.
So did that. And then yesterday we celebrated Panda all day with gifts. I made him a big lasagna. He loves lasagna.
He does, huh? Okay.
Yeah, so that took me like 3 hours.
What do you like
Okay.
in that lasagna? You like some sausage, some beef.
Yeah.
He likes all that.
What I did sausage and beef, so you do half ground beef, half sausage, and then I sautéed some onions. We added like so many different cheeses, mozzarella, ricotta.
That fennel, man. Fuck fennel. Can we get that trending, please? Hashtag fuck fennel.
I didn't put any fennel in it because he thinks like you. He hates fennel.
There was no fennel in the sausage.
Nope.
Ah.
I get the loose sausage. It wasn't in links. It was loose with no fennel.
Loose sausage. Sounds a little dirty.
Yeah,
my sausage
loose
is
sausage.
loose.
That's how you get the super gonorrhea.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you don't want that thing too loose. Tighten it up a little bit.
And Bird, we heard a little bit about your weekend on the regular show today. You got drunk at the yard sale with some dude.
Strong buzz. The guy was
Okay.
really, really cool. His name was Pete. He's a KVJ Nationer. Didn't even know he was going to have a garage sale, and we hit it off immediately.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
very, very nice.
Okay. Sounds like a good time.
That
Good
is a
day.
good vibe. Some people know how to do an outing, Virginia being one of them. My boy, my kidney brother Bigfoot, another. This guy had music playing at a garage sale, which does not always happen. He had tubs of beer and sodas and stuff. Yeah, it was really cool.
Was it in your neighborhood?
No, it was in West Palm.
Okay. And you just stumbled on it?
Well, you look at, if you're in the know, you ask people if they know when garage sales are at. I'm in that world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he have a specialty of stuff, or was it everything?
He had a bunch of stuff. I mean, I would say a smorgasbord of just random items. I went to about 4 or 5 garage sales.
Gotcha.
You got to go. It's the hunt, Kev.
You're in the circus, man. Yeah.
It's the hunt.
Yeah.
I got addicted to the hunt. And something happened over the week. I had a really good weekend. I found 3 items that are worth a lot of money, and that's what you do it for. It doesn't always work out.
Your
that
mom
way.
and aunt were into this stuff, weren't they?
Big time.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my! Every Saturday morning.
Yeah, so you're kind of keeping on this is the Pennington tradition now.
You're
carried on
turning
through
into
you.
your mother.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I do love
Yeah.
it. And you never know when you're going to find something cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Some people don't even care. You'll even tell them, this is worth more money. They go, I don't give a fuck. I want it out of my house.
Right,
They
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, because there is a little process to selling it, and if you don't know that, be like, I don't care to learn. Just take it, have fun, good luck.
My boy who's into all that stuff,
Yeah.
there's certain things he'll go, man, I'll give it to you for this amount. I don't want to do all the work and pricing it out.
Yeah.
And it is. When you price it out, take pictures, put it up on eBay,
Yeah.
go through all that shit, putting all the stuff with the right
Got
stuff.
the time and the love for the game.
It is. And
Shipping.
you become jaded and don't want to do it's not a hobby for you anymore.
Yeah. Okay. I also went to Publix and apparently had somebody watching me shop. I didn't realize.
Oh.
Sammy said, my sister, who also goes by the name Bird, saw Kevin at Publix and geeked out. I just had to share the text thread.
That's is that the Village Publix?
Yes. She said, I can't believe I saw Kevin today. And then I ran away. Said nothing. They responded back, so dumb. Just ran away and I called you. So dumb, LOL.
People say that.
I got stage fright.
Look, I'll see Virginia or I'll see Bird. You'll be out, and I wanted to say something, but I was too scared to. Y'all say something to us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I got stage fright or whatever. He's basically famous.
Oh, he is basically.
Basically. I told the cashier at least. She was like, OMG, really?
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, right.
Who
What?
the fuck is Kevin?
She's just humoring you.
Why should I care?
That's funny. Yasik said she got scared because she saw your shirt. I wasn't wearing this shirt.
Whatever.
For the record.
Whatever. That shirt rocks,
It
baby.
looks like it comes from a garage sale, doesn't it?
It
This looks
does.
like, yeah. It looks
But
like something you get at a garage
If
sale.
I'm loving your style, I don't know if that bodes well for you.
Yeah, I probably not. I saw it. I'm like, that shirt is hideous. So my wife pulled it out, and my daughter's like, "Oh my gosh, I love that!" And I'm like, "All right, if you guys like it, I'll wear it." At this point in my life, I don't give a shit. But
I know.
know.
It gets to a certain point, you do start to care less.
I care not at all anymore, and it makes them happy. So I'll wear whatever stupid thing you want me to wear. So
I think it looks good
Here I
too.
am.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I have no abilities to. I don't get style. I never have. It's just something that doesn't click for me. And usually what you say is stylish. I'm like, what? I don't get it. And I recognize that, so I don't critique.
Yeah, the chat room, I mean, it looks like baby shit. It looks like baby poop, baby food.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I agree with everything you're saying. You can, yes, it's hideous. It's got 2 pockets. Who wears 2 pockets?
I
on
didn't
the front
even
of the shirt?
see those. Look, I like
what am
busy, weird
what am I
things.
gonna do?
So
Like, hey guys, what's going on? I mean, what are these pockets for? I mean, what's the,
that's where you put all
That's
your.
where you put your
you imagine?
cocaine.
Yeah, you put Quaaludes on the left and then your cocaine on the right, Kevin. I mean, that
hell
is
is
a
this?
drug 70s. I grow, I
unbelievable.
buy, and I deal.
Like, what? I don't know what's going on here. Are they pranking you? Yes, probably. Like I said, that's just kind of their whole thing. It's at least my wife. She trolls me all the time. Like I said, she was just full of it yesterday.
70s clothing is, I think it's so cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shirt is working. Not all 70s clothing looks good because some of it looks a little weird, but that looks good.
And I get it. It's one of those things. Not everyone likes that style. It's a little out
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, whatever.
I'm going crazy for it over here.
What?
Out there is fun.
I'll wear it.
I love out there. You want to fucking wear what, a white polo shirt? Ooh.
Oh, we know you love out there.
They
know.
had another one on the racks, Urban Outfitters.
Oh, my
At
gosh.
the square.
You could be twinning with Kevin.
Where was this at?
It's Urban Outfitters
Okay.
at the Square.
All right.
That would be amazing if you did that. Oh, and I'm going to be wearing something that I think I'm probably going to wear it tomorrow. Tomorrow, the day after. You guys are just going to have a field day.
Okay, good.
My son, I can't even believe they got it. My son had gotten some kind of, I don't even know what you call it, a tracksuit or something like that.
Okay.
It's all white, top and bottom.
Oh, I can't wait for
What's
this.
the material?
I don't even know.
Are you
It's like a, I don't know, tracksuit kind of material. I don't even know.
Like, is it like sheen?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to see it.
Oh, we will, and we're drinking that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, I'll have that. But my son had got one for his birthday. So when they're like, yeah, you said that you really liked it. So they got me one. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like almost 50.
On him?
Yeah. He's 14.
He can rock anything.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta be careful.
Yeah. So I'll wear that for you. You guys will have a field day on that.
Damn, Anna's coming for all of us. She comes for us at times. She goes, no one on the show is fashionable. Love the individuality, though.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? I fucking disagree, Anna. You may not like my fashion, but they call me Fashionista Pennington.
No one calls you Fashionista Pennington.
You gonna take that shit, Virginia?
Let me see her outfits. Let me see her. Actually, let me see her profile pic real quick.
No, we don't have to get into this.
Let's pick this bitch apart.
We don't have to get into
Hold
this.
on.
No,
Let me hold my gold.
I'm trying to have fun over here.
I will pick this girl a new asshole.
She
Bitch,
won't know which one to wipe.
you be pooping twice when I'm done.
Whoops.
I think I got a fucking great. What I want to put like this. I mean, I get it. Sometimes I come into work like a bum, but when I do peacock, I fucking love it. I get that it's not for everybody,
Yeah.
but
you just gotta wear what feels good.
Don't read the comments.
Yeah.
I like to be plugged in. I like to read the hate so I can get less self-confidence.
I like to feel worse about
I
myself
like to feel more terrible and shitty about everything I do with my life.
so I can go home and just drink and eat.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the TMZ story over the weekend? Amber Heard was shopping at TJ Maxx.
Yeah, but okay.
I don't know why that's a story, but
I tell you why it's a story. Why it's funny to me because this is completely her going out, knowing that the paparazzi is going to take a photo, and it's so funny to me because she's so desperate to try to have people find sympathy for her. She clearly knows this is going to wind up a story. And she goes out, and of course they snap it because they're like, okay, Amber Heard shopping at TJ Maxx because she owes Johnny Depp more than $8 million.
You mean to tell me people would recognize Amber Heard and TJ Maxx? Of course they would.
Of course. And she's looking at the camera like, oh, and almost like, I jump at TJ Maxx. And it's like, it's comical to me. That's why to me it's a story because it's just the continued theater of it's amusing as hell. It's fun to
she's
watch.
so dumb.
It's just, but I think that's what's entertaining about it.
Well,
Yeah.
people keep telling her to shut up. Like that's all I ever see
She
on the
can't.
internet. Oh, shut! Please, I'm so sick of this.
She
Whatever,
can't.
y'all need it.
Yeah.
Y'all, if you are commenting on social media about it, there's part of you that wants it.
She can't get away from it. Yeah.
It's fun. Hearing her
When I
talk,
saw it, I laughed. I was like, oh gosh, it's so
her interview.
awesomely staged.
I delved a little bit more into her interview.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. It's insane. Just the tone
yeah.
of her voice is insane.
Right. And she can't stop because I think she's like, it fails miserably. And she's like, okay, well, maybe if I do it this way, she's not going to. The thing that's amazing about Amber Heard, she won't stop trying. You know, she's like Don Quixote. She keeps going at that windmill. She just fail and fail again. She's getting back up on the horse. She's like, all right, now I'm going to go to TJ Maxx. And she goes galloping off and she's like, this is going to work.
And she had her sister with her, the same
Yeah.
sister that also was on the stand. So it's like,
Yeah.
let's be doubly recognizable.
It's a lot.
It's so
and TMZ, I know you like TMZ. TMZ, they're the devil. I get why you like them because they stir shit up.
I like them because they pay for stories. And if Amber Heard called them up and said, hey, I'm going to go shopping at TJ Maxx, what will you pay me for the details? They might have paid her.
So Jen T in the chat room's got a good point, and I think this is where Amber Heard lost a lot of people. She fake cried a lot.
Yeah.
There was no, I mean,
No
I know-
tears.
I know when
Yeah.
I cry, you can't eat. There are tears everywhere. Do people cry without tears?
No.
No.
Not if they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
We can see you.
It's just odd. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. She's she's still trying to keep this theater going on and thinks she's going to sway and ain't going to work. Another thing I thought was amusing as well over the weekend, Chad Ochocinco Johnson is.
Yeah.
It's been a while since he's played in the NFL. He used to be a very good wide receiver of the Cincinnati Bengals, but he lives in Broward. And
he got a little messy.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's an outspoken dude. He did the Ochocinco because that was his number, 8'5". He didn't do it correct, but Ochocinco, But that's just the whole thing. He's just a guy, he's always putting himself out there and doing all these kind of different things. And, they had that, I don't know what, the exhibition, the soccer exhibition at Dry Pink Stadium.
Yes.
He was there on Saturday. He was on the field, got to kick a goal in, and so he was all part of that. So he always, in South Florida, he'll jump up and do something. Well, he loves doing that thing where he goes and gives a huge tip on the receipts. We talked about that one time where he'll say sometimes on Twitter, like, I'm here, and if you get here in an hour, I'll buy all your food.
He gave us an idea.
Yeah.
Because of him, we did that at Dr. Feelgood's, and that was one of the funnest KVJ events. And I don't even think you were there. I think you were out of town, so I don't know if you even remember it.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of people show up. We paid for drinks.
That's fun.
The Snack Pack did an impromptu show on stage. I mean, I had a fucking blast that
we just
night.
tweeted out. We didn't announce it, didn't pre-promote it. We just said, we are here right now, and for the next hour, we're buying all your drinks. And so people are like, oh my gosh, I just saw it. Am I on time? And you're like, yeah, have a drink. Yeah.
That's cool.
That was such a fun night. We gotta. I want to do that again. We gotta start doing stuff at the show outside again.
I love that.
Yeah. So he was apparently on a date, and he went out and left a big old tip. He showed a receipt where he left a $2,100 tip on a dinner bill of $127.17.
Wow.
And then he tagged the receipt with the verse Proverbs 11:25, which says, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. And then people in the comments, they're going, yeah, dog, but you did the math wrong. So he...
That'd be me. Oh.
So he did the whole tip, but he added all of it. All people were doing is saying how awesome he was. They were just trolling him about his math skills.
He was trying to be nice.
He was, but you just got to make sure when you do that, you got to get the math right.
Oh, if you misspell, leave out a comma, anything, and put it on social media,
you just can't.
You are fucked.
Math is hard.
The whole point of what you were doing is just, now just blown to shit. So.
Math is hard, though. I stand with Ochocinco.
Yeah, God bless him. I thought this was an interesting story as well, a little follow-up that we had here. We had talked about there was a drug house that got busted in Okeechobee County, and there was a dude that was wearing a cow costume and a pink hat that was also arrested. His name, Richard Anthony Bunnell. And I got an email here, or one of the messages came from our app. Said Carolyn sent this in. She said, "OMG, the cow guy is Tony Bunnell, a mess, but the sweetest guy ever." She
Oh,
says.
she knows him.
Okay, she sent me a message too because she said the same thing. She goes, "He's a mess. Everyone knows who this guy is."
Oh, bless his heart.
Okay, but apparently everybody is raving on YouTube. He has a video, almost 5,000 views. He did a parody of The Devil Went Down to Georgia, but it's called The Devil Went Down to Chobe.
Okay.
I've not heard it. I don't know what we're getting into here.
Okay. You haven't pre-heard it?
Denny's has. Denny's has it already.
If Denny's has pre-heard it,
I didn't
good.
play it on the air because of that. I didn't know what we were getting into. But
Sure.
I haven't heard it.
Okay, I haven't heard it
So
either.
I can't say if it's...
But if Denny's has done it, we're good.
I can't say if it's awesome or if it's terrible, but here you go. This is Tony Bunnell with The Devil Went Down to Chobe.
Charlie Daniels recipe. I got a remix to this whole song called The Devil Went Down to Chobe. Here it goes, y'all.
Doesn't sound like a guy on meth.
Or from Okeechobee.
Okay. Wow, he's going fast.
He is going very fast.
Hang on. I have a feeling this is going to be a ride.
The devil went down to Chobe. He was looking for some dope to buy. He got in a bind while he was on the grind. He was looking to get real high. When he come upon this young man who knew his meth was it, he slid up fast, opened the get-up glass, said, "Boy, let me take a hit." The boy turned around real slowly. I said, "It's only COD. You ain't got no cash to make a dash because you get no dope from me." The devil said, "You shake a good bottle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a pound of methamphetamine that I can cook better dope than you." And the boy said, "I'm white trash." I gave the devil a sly-ass grin, and I call that bet you're gonna regret. I'm the best there's ever been. White trash, cook a batch of dope and make sure it's the best. Cause when you're through, the devil's gonna put it through the test. And if you win, you get this shorty crystal icy pound. But if you lose, the devil gets your crown. Bum, bum. So get boxes of the Sudafed and strip the affections from the pills. Careful with the nitrate and the lye because they kill. Coleman lantern fuel, the boy made sure he had him some. And fire flew from my battery as I peeled the lithium.
I think what this is he's giving instructions on how to cook down meth too, right?
He is breaking up the Sudafed.
And how long is the song? You said 19 minutes?
Yeah, I tell we probably heard enough, but
Is this how to cook meth?
I think that's what it is.
It's starting to make me feel a little uncomfortable.
Damn, and he is going.
I think he's
fast.
high there too.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he sounds like he's high. Even in his
Yeah.
mouth, he sounds real dehydrated.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if meth dehydrates you, but I'd imagine it does.
Good Lord. How about that? All right, well, people want to make sure we're aware of that. Thank you for pointing that out.
I think honestly, if he slowed it down a bit and
Yeah.
kind of let it breathe, we have some fun stuff there.
Yeah, fun song about meth.
Yay.
Yay!
Step by step.
All right, how to make meth. Take some notes, kids. Wow. All right.
Does Okeechobee have a meth problem? Do you know?
Don't know. I don't know.
If this song catches on, they will.
I know a lot of rural areas, and it is rural. Since I left, I hear my hometown's overrun with it.
Yeah. What the fuck goes on in Okeechobee other than just you go in there doing your job? And I mean, obviously they got restaurants and some bars, but is there an attraction of sorts where they go out there? That's
Well, the only times I've been through Okeechobee. I haven't necessarily stopped. I went through, and it actually did kind of remind me a lot of my hometown in southeastern Ohio. I'll go out there because that's where they have the OK Corral. They have like the gun places, which are a lot of fun. You can go out there and they have nice little cabins. You stay the night, and you can go out there and shoot whatever you want. Gun-wise, not that you can shoot anybody you want. But they also have a really cool thing where they have clays, which it's kind of like, you see they shoot them out. But it's set up where you take your shotguns on a golf cart, and where you would put your bags normally is where you put your shotguns, and you drive basically from hole to hole. It's a little standing station, and you hit pull, and somebody hits the button, and then it'll shoot it out, and then you keep your score on how many you hit. Huh. Yeah, so they do that out in Okeechobee.
that sounds fun.
It is. And in fact, I've thought about like, man, we should go out there. And then at night, they have a really nice restaurant, really solid food, and they'll make a huge bonfire. And you play cornhole and
All right.
go out there and drink around the bonfire.
Maybe
and,
I need an Okeechobee girl, Virginia.
Yeah.
Get you some.
So that's out there.
Country chick out there.
I think that should treat you right and feed you good.
Anna said they do rodeo. And the one thing I'll tell you, we were, what was the town? It was close to Okeechobee for a softball game. The bugs are of a different size.
They are. Yeah, it's different up there.
Holy crap. I could not believe. We were sitting there. I'm like, these are 5 times the size of the same bugs that we have on the coast.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
The mosquitoes are bigger too.
It's just everything's bigger in
Do
Okeechobee.
you think that Okeechobee will always be like that, or eventually there's going to be a lot of building and a lot of growing there?
I think it'll still, it would take forever. I think it'll still be that way, and the people are very insulated. And
Is that because the Lokes won't let that happen? They're not on my land. Would they kind of be like that?
yeah, I don't know that
Not a lot of urban development.
Everything would have to grow so much because
Right.
it is so far out there, and it's not set up. You don't have the waterways, and not to mention too, when you start getting towards the center of the state, it's so freaking hot because you don't have the sea breeze. When we would go to Orlando in the summertime, this time of year for term, I couldn't believe how hot it was because they just don't have the same kind of breeze. And you get out in the middle of the state, and it's unbearable. It's a big difference. So typically in the winter, Orlando's 10 degrees colder than us in South Florida, and then the summer they're 10 degrees hotter.
We went out to
Or at least feels that way.
I went out with a snack pack out in Okeechobee. We remember that camping trip a long time ago,
Yes.
and it was just done not very well. But we went out there, and I could not believe how hot it was.
Yeah.
We went out there in
Yeah.
July,
Right. Oh,
middle
yeah,
of summertime, and I picked the shittiest HOA cabin. We had to leave because it was so fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody said that it's just if you love country shit, and you do, and some of those people they freaking love it, man. They love mud and guns
Oh, yeah.
and four-wheelers and mud run. That's where they do all the bogs and all that stuff. So if you like all that stuff, and trust me, I grew up with a town of people that love. They couldn't imagine me going, "Why the hell did you leave Logan?" It's
It's so beautiful here.
That's golf country,
What
Kevin.
more could you want?
You know, that's what they would say. They're like, "You're crazy. Going to Florida? What the hell's in Florida?" And I'm like, "Well, I like palm trees and bars and cocaine."
We got meth, Kevin.
It's all what you're into.
Would you say Logan is more of a pot, cocaine, meth, all the above?
When I was there, it was pot. It was pot, and then you drank. You drank a ton. I mean, you'd start drinking young, and then they would smoke weed. But yeah, that's why since I have left, I remember my mom was telling me that she's like, "Yeah, we're getting overrun with the meth now." So and I have heard that. So that, and I think the pills, that whole part there in West Virginia, they had a lot of those pill issues.
What's odd about meth is I feel most of the time I can spot it with somebody's face.
Really?
Well, I think what happens, your face starts to get almost kind of super, super skinny, and something happens with your eyes.
It does,
and
yeah.
it all looks similar to all of the pictures and all of the interviews and everything I've learned about meth. They all have the same kind of, when you're really in it.
My wife is trained. We were out to dinner on Friday, and the one server came up to get some. She's like, "They're in rehab." I was like, "What?" And I looked at him. She's like, "Yeah, she just can," because she worked in a rehab facility for 3 years. She's like, you get to know how to watch it, and then you have to know when they're actively high, because they will be like, "No, I'm fine. I haven't had any," and then you're like, "Come on, you have to know," because you're always having to test them and stuff like that.
Right.
You can
That
see a lot in the eyes, too.
Yeah. It's crazy. My wife can just walk by somebody in the store and be like, "They're high right now." I'm like,
Wow.
"No way." Yeah. So she's always been right every time I've had it verified.
It seems like one of those drugs, if you really get into it and it gets a hold of you, it can fuck you up. I'm just physically quick.
Oh yeah.
No
doubt.
It would change Kevin's face within, I
Right.
think, a year. We wouldn't even recognize you.
Yeah, probably even sooner than that. Yeah, it's just crazy.
That is crazy.
Hector with an email here. I heard on Thursday you were talking about the guy going to prison for 4 months, and from what I know about being locked up, you have only two types of people while incarcerated. Either you're a wolf or a sheep. Ooh. And it sounds to me like that guy was a sheep.
Yep.
He was easily a prey, getting his stuff and lunch took, getting picked on. Basically, he gets turned into a bitch. He does his owner's laundry. He gives up his food tray, and he also gets his salad tossed. Either you come out of prison hard because you're a wolf, or you come out soft because you're a sheep. And he was getting punked the entire time.
Now, we figured out, we don't think he was in prison, but
Jail.
he was in that jail where you're basically...
Some people were saying that jails can be tougher than prisons because they can do, because they've got different varieties of prison. And if you get into a minimum security prison, there would be some people that would say, "Hey, to move my ass out of the jail, I would take a year in minimum rather than doing 8 in jail."
Wow.
Because they, even on that, and I know 60 Days In, that one show that they do, it's a bit produced, but there is that thing where if you give up your food in front of everybody, now everyone's like, you're the bitch, and we're gonna run roughshod over you. And if that did happen, that could happen in 4 months. A couple ass kickings and then people running roughshod on you for 4 solid months, that might change a person.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, if I were in there for 2 weeks and I was just getting my salad toss and I was somebody's bitch and going through all this stuff, and they're like, "Hey, you've got 7.5 more months of this, or we could give you a year in minimum where you can chill in your cell and read and all that," I think in a heartbeat I'd be like, "Give me a year in minimum."
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that sound? Oh, that's Bones being a wolf. Bones, baby. Ain't no sheep.
Bones would be getting the bone. You'd be so sheep.
Boned.
You'd be boned.
Where's my prison outfit? Someone stole my prison outfit.
Aw.
I want to morph into Bones.
Another little mystery here. Jackie had said, "Yeah, I was lost to the podcast on June 17th. I think that was Thursday. Or no, that was Friday. And I heard somebody talking about the body pulled out of the lake on Village Boulevard. It's the one where they're building the Broadstone, the brand new apartments that are going up there. You can see them from I-95. Said, I saw this when I was driving home at about 5:15, and I saw the two officers pulling the cover over the body.
Oh, my gosh.
They were laying on the ground. It looked like a white woman. I have been checking the news and social media, but I've yet to see or hear anything. If you happen to get any more info, can you please share? And
I've
that's
been looking.
I know, and that's the craziest thing I was telling my wife about. Like, I am for this show, I am looking at every news story and every news source in South Florida, and I haven't seen a thing about it.
You know me, man. If there's murder, I'm gonna find it.
Even like
Especially
next
in your
door and all that.
neighborhood.
I lived on that street, so I've been looking quite actively, and I can't find anything. And that's why I asked the question: do all of them get reported to where the media needs to know about that? Because there are cases that I've looked into that I know for a fact someone's died, and there's no kind of literature on anywhere on the internet with it.
Well, it feels like it's either one of two things. Either maybe they consider it to be so inconsequential, maybe it's a homeless person, they thought, oh, they had no friends and relatives, so why even report on it? Or it was somebody so big that you've got to hide it from every single source because nobody can know.
But if it was so big, I feel like that's the kind of stuff that they can't hide from people. I think the first thing when they can't maybe locate the closest,
Maybe they can't identify her. Maybe they don't know who it is.
But I
Jane
mean-
Doe. But even a Jane Doe story should make the news. A woman you don't know that you can't identify that's found in a canal or by the Village Boulevard doesn't get news?
Maybe the cops are in on it.
No, we are cracking some cases. Okay, let's get into that theory.
I don't know.
Well, that would be if this was a low budget, terrible '90s movie. The cop is without a doubt the one doing this.
He put the body there in the first place.
Yeah.
No, but not only that, missing children and missing people, you don't hear about. There's so many kids that go missing, even if they are found 2 or 3 weeks later as a runaway, you don't hear about it.
A lot of odd things there. Absolutely. And Be Kind in the chat room said, yeah, I saw a body being pulled out of the Target pond on North Lake 2 weeks ago. Still haven't found anything on the news about that one.
Yeah, there's even stories I told you about that one hit and run case back in Lake Park, and it was an unsolved case. The kid was crossing the street, got hit by a car, and they left, and there's no information about that case. I know he passed away. I know the father was really grief-stricken over it, and I wanted to know what happened.
Right.
You know, that woke me up in the middle of the night. I have questions. It was scary as a kid.
Yeah.
You heard him scream. It was terrible. Do you guys feel bad yet? Because all right, just making.
I'm supposed to be the sad
I know, I'm
AF
sorry.
one.
Kevin brought up bodies.
And then he just had to go running with it.
I heard him scream.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
y'all.
Last scream he ever scrum.
I don't know why I'm so fucked in the head.
This is from Xavier. Found out that we were talking about super gonorrhea. It came up in the Whacked Out News. And gonorrhea is used a lot in Colombia, especially Medellin. Is kind of a different thing other than just gonorrhea. He said basically it's the equivalent of saying, "What's up, dick?" Like in Colombia, it's used like dick here. So you'd say like, "Entonces que gonorrhea." And that's like, "What's up, dick?" "Entonces que gonorrhea."
Guys, Virginia's such a gonorrhea. That's super gonorrhea.
I'm definitely going to think that you're talking bad about me if you say anything to me and gonorrhea is in
Yeah,
it.
if you say
Gonorrhea,
Kevin's
yeah.
gonorrhea, I'm like, damn, Kevin's
Damn.
got the super gon.
Jay Bird's telling everybody about your gonorrhea, Kevin.
Well, that's the thing, because that's half of what really motivated me to try to learn Spanish. I was in so many different situations where, people be talking Spanish really fast, and then they would kind of look over at me, and I was like, these motherfuckers are talking about it. There's no doubt about it. And so I'm like, kind of like how we do bueno o malo. I'm like, I just want to be able to know if I hear like, entonces que gonorrhea, it's like, all right, they say, what's up, dick? Like, what? And then you could like say something back to them, and they'd be like, oh, shit.
So I
I've
believe
always had that fantasy.
gonorrhea is curable, but is super gons curable? That's the question.
They say it's a lot more tolerant. It's tougher to get, and that's why that guy that made the news, he had gotten treated. And
It didn't work.
Yeah, he came back. He's like, oh, damn, you got super gonorrhea.
You got to double up on them pills.
Wow, so mutated. It sounds like that's fucking odd.
Yeah.
And it wears a little cape.
Super gon.
Your dick sprouts a cape.
But that's the tough thing I'm starting to learn about Spanish, though, is that they have little sayings like that might just be something that's, Colombian. You go to Puerto Rico and they don't do it. And so
It's
Right.
different,
yeah. Because I'm starting to realize that I'm understanding different kinds of Spanish easier than others. Like Puerto Rican, I'm still like, what? Have no idea. We did hibachi yesterday, and we were at a table with some Puerto Ricans. I knew they were Puerto Rican because I couldn't understand a fucking word. They're bop, 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 bop. I'm like, no idea. So I almost feel like it's its own special language. So, but I do appreciate that.
Isn't that how they feel about Creole?
Yeah. And there's all kinds of sub-dialects, too.
Of Creole as well.
So, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Omar said, yeah, we definitely don't say that in Puerto Rico. So, yeah, they got their own thing going on. Also brought up the topic of Juneteenth. It is a federal holiday, but only 30% of businesses are paying employees to take off. Nike, Twitter, Target, 3 companies that are. And Joanne said, yeah, please, we're not going to get it as a paid holiday. We only get 6. I'd love to get all the holidays off. There's 12.
I'm for all kind of fucking holidays up in this piece.
We know you are. Party pants.
I see so many people fighting about this shit. I'm like, don't we want more holidays?
You speak for the everyman. We do.
I do.
But Mandy said, I heard you talking about this. I want to share how my employer does the holidays. I think it's perfect and a good compromise. They get 10 paid holidays. New Year's Day, MLK Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and the day after, Christmas Eve. Then get 2 paid diversity days to round out the 12 paid. You can use the diversity days for any other holiday or just any day. Doesn't even have to be a holiday. And if you're a company and you like, I can't afford 10 or 12 like that. Let's say you get the 6. I do kind of like the option to say, hey, you know what, take them when you want.
Right.
You know, whatever's important to you, because you may say, hey, President's Day or Columbus Day is not big for me, but Juneteenth and MLK Day is. So I want those days off. You know?
Is diversity days is basically personal days, just with?
I think so, yeah. It seems like that's why.
Use it when you want.
Yeah, because you have some days that are kind of like that. So I do like that.
Oh, people are. You're going to see more and more of people not working as much. People like their time off, and
Yeah, they do.
They're going to bitch when they don't get it.
Yeah, absolutely, more and more. That's why I'm wondering. I think that as people start to understand Juneteenth more and more, and like they said, the turnouts at all the Juneteenth celebrations were big. I bet in 5 years you're really going to start. That's going to be the push on a lot of employers. So that's why I brought it up today. I have a feeling it's going to be like, hey, we don't get a paid day on Juneteenth. Like what the? And you could wind up, if you're an employer, be like, all right, I don't want the heat. Like, take off.
Or
know?
you don't get employees.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, when
Absolutely.
employees are looking at joining your company
Yeah.
or a different company. I saw this happen just recently to somebody I know. They were trying to figure out between 2 companies, and they went with the one that offered them more paid time off.
Yeah, you're right. So,
Even though the salaries were comparable, that paid time off, that's basically cash money in your pocket. You know, you can look at that like an extra full work day that they're paying you that you don't have to do.
yeah, absolutely. So there you go. So it'll be interesting to see where that winds up. I mean, it's only year 2 of Juneteenth, so where's it going to be in year 5 or year 10? All that.
And what's going to happen to St. Patty's Day? I'm making a push to get that as a paid holiday off.
We would like St. Patty's Day, and we would like the day after St. Patty's Day.
St. Pat, I would say if there was one for I'm a big Halloween guy, and I don't get as turned as I would like to on a Halloween night because a lot of times it falls not on the weekend. But if I was in charge, Virginia, Halloween would be one of the biggest holidays ever.
When Halloween hits on a Friday or Saturday night,
Yeah.
it is so cozy.
And I'm being serious. I would start at 10 a.m. We're doing our Halloween parades across the country.
Let's say maybe every year you get 2 drunk days. So you get 2 floating drunk days you can choose. So maybe the Super Bowl's not your thing, but you might want to take it there. Maybe St. Patty's is not your thing. You might want to take it there. Maybe,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Whatever
a
your
Halloween.
thing is, yeah.
Yeah, Super Bowl, all those kind of things. Maybe that is just your day. Maybe it's Boca Bash.
It really depends on if we're doing something awesome on St. Patty's Day, the next day I just want off. Because we do turn it out on a St. Patty's Day.
We do. Mm-hmm. We go hard.
There's not one fuck in this group that doesn't turn it out on St. Patty's
Well,
Day.
we're all fucks, but
There's not one that doesn't go after it.
my favorite was Suits.
Suits has a drunk tell.
The sun was still
Yeah.
out.
He does.
So bright, and he was doing what we call the Suits sway.
Yeah, so Suits has got a tell, and so does Virginia. They both have tells, but I know, oh shit, they're fucked right now. Suits does this thing with his body. He almost turns into a jellyfish.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then he gets T-Rex arms.
T-Rex arms.
Both arms come
and
up and
the
they get
sway.
tight.
And he
Yeah.
kind of starts talking like a guy from the 30s. Ah, what's going on around here?
And then he's so wet.
He's
Like,
just-
where did he fall in a puddle?
He's swaying around. I don't know what's going on. Something happens with his voice. And then, Virginia, something weird happens to her mouth. She starts to, and then she morphs into the king of Urkel.
Yeah.
Oh, are you mad at me?
I'm swaying. I'm Urkel. He's swaying. We're a mess.
I can tell. I can usually tell. I mean, I struggle with the language as it is, but if I'm trying to explain something and I got the alcohol hitting, I'm like.
My tell is I smile.
Kevin looks so happy.
Kevin
and
does.
free. I can totally tell when Ralston's drinking.
He gets like loose in the shoulder.
He does.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see it.
And then he just kind of
I can see it as I'm walking up to an event. If I'm not the first one there and Kevin's there and he's already drinking, I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be a good night tonight.
Yeah. Kev's relaxed.
Yeah.
Look out. Look out. All right. Well, thank you all for your emailed comments. Appreciate it. You can always send them to us in mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have an amazing Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.